Okay, so first of all I'm going to start with a moisturiser. I got this dramatically different moisturising lotion in a Clinique special offer that I got recently. I used to use it years ago, but I thought I'd give it a try again. A little definitely goes a long way with this. The moisturiser gives something for the foundation to hold on to. It can help to make the foundation last longer throughout the day, and it also helps to protect the skin. I don't actually apply any to my T-zone because I've Nature's Own moisturiser that continuously comes out throughout the day. Fun! I still really love this foundation, and it does last really well, and I don't feel the need to put powder on top of this, so it has quite a nice finish to it. I'd say it's kind of semi-matte, just as a flawless finish. I've got the palest one, which is 005 Light Beige. I use a beauty blender and I just slightly damp it. I have to seriously pale down my skin tone to match my neck, so it's really weird, but even just going out in the sun a little bit, all my freckles just absorb up the sunlight, so my skin is even darker on my face than normal, but the rest of my body hasn't changed. There's some chavs outside my window, beautiful, shouting loser at each other. Beautiful today. Okay, so that's my base done. Next, you would conceal any blemishes that you've got. I do really like this Maybelline Eraser Eye for lightening and brightening, but it's also just a really good concealer as well. Oops. Before I go any further, I'm going to be putting some lip gloss onto my lips just to make sure they stay moisturised. So by the time I come to put on my lipstick, my lips will be nice and soft. I'll use this one instead, a red herring lip gloss. Next, I actually want to start with my brows. It's something I'm a bit obsessed with at the moment. I read a book that mentioned about different types of eyebrows and the ones that are desirable and not so desirable. And I fear, unfortunately, I have the one that is called the tadpole, which is the most undesirable of the eyebrows. There's not much I can do about the natural shape that they're in, and unfortunately where I plucked them a lot when I was younger. Unfortunately, the era that I grew up in, the 90s, everyone obsessively plucked their eyebrows into nothing. Luckily I didn't pluck them too much because I didn't want to, but it does mean that unfortunately my eyebrows are a lot thinner than I would like, and obviously people really like the sort of Cara Delevingne look at the moment. I don't know how long that's going to last, who knows, maybe the tadpole brow will come back in again, I can only hope. So for the time being I will keep using the Clinique Superfine. I use the soft blonde one because I don't really like having eyebrows a lot darker than I need them to be. It's quite a waxy texture and it's like a twist up. It's almost run out actually, but luckily I bought a new one. So I'll just brush my brows upwards, and then I can get the hairs going in the right direction and also see where all the gaps are. So I start to draw in where I want them to start, which is a little bit further in. Apparently, if you can get the eyebrows to start slightly closer in, then it can help to narrow your nose. And I need all the help I can get trying to narrow this thing down. So I would just start just slightly in, so about there. Yeah, that's all finished now. So even though this is soft blonde in colour, it's still quite dark on them. So I'd always think about getting a lighter colour than you need if it's going to be sort of like a wax crayon texture like this. I'll go slightly underneath as well to try and reduce the tadpole. And to set that, I'm just using a clear mascara as always. I can't wait to get a good brow gel as well. Okay, so next I'm going to do my eyeshadow. In case there's any fallout, then I can clear that up before doing the finishing touches to the skin makeup. It's an award winner at Debenhams, and you get £10 off another product that you buy with it. So I like to think of it as getting £10 off this. And these are a lot of money, so it's good to get £10 off. There's some really nice rose gold colours. I'm sure you've all seen this many times before. And I might combine it with this palette that my friend Chloe got me for my birthday. So I'm going to start with a colour on the lid, which is going to be a really nice base colour. I do like the champagne colours, they tend to make you look a bit more awake. So before I do that, to help it last throughout the day, I'm going to use an eyelid primer. To get more pigment out of the colour as well, I'm actually going to use some eye drops. So I just got some Superdrug moisturising eye drops, and I've got these really super cute little ceramic dishes. So I'm going to put a couple of eye drops into my little bowl, and this has the job of like MAC Fix Plus, so I can actually get more of the pigment out of the eyeshadow. So the first colour I'm going to be using is from the W7 in the Buff palette, and it's this one here, which is called Sand. I'm just taking it into the inner corners as well, just to help brighten up the eyes. I'm now going to take a base shadow brush. It's a really lovely fluffy brush from Real Techniques. And I'm going to take a transition colour, so it's like a very close to your own skin colour, but just a bit darker that I can work into the crease. I'm going to use, I'm so excited, from the Naked palette, I'm going to use Noona first of all, which is that colour. I'm going to gently press it on to start with, on both eyes, just to put the product down, and then I'm going to work it in. So to work the product in, if you use a circular motion, and then every now and then you can do a sweeping motion. Less is always more to start with. You can always layer up colours if you want to, but it's a lot harder to take them off. You'd probably have to start again. So I would say that that's actually a pretty good colour for what I wanted it to do, which is just be a medium colour. I can now go in with a darker colour. just going to make sure I'm happy with the blend. Okay, so I want a slightly darker colour, but still not too dark, so I want it to be quite a wearable look. I don't want it to be too dramatic, in case that's what people don't really want for their everyday look. So, so many choices. Yes, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to use Factory, which is that colour there. So I'm just going to pick up the tiniest amount on the brush and just apply it in the crease. I have to go a little bit above the crease as well because my eyes are a little bit hooded, particularly the older I'm getting. So you have to kind of see it without lifting your eyes up like that. You have to see where you're putting it. And then when you're happy, start blending it in with small circles. I found a new YouTube channel that I'm absolutely addicted to because I absolutely love Zoella and all of her crazy antics that she gets up to. I always make sure that I watch her videos. And she actually mentioned another YouTube channel the other day, which is the Sarconi Jolies, and it's absolutely amazing. It's just a really sweet family, and just what they do every single day. And I can't believe it, but they upload videos every single day. They're Irish, I think they're from Cork, and they're moving to London now. But it's just their everyday adventures. So it's very, very sweet. Never fails to cheer me up, and it's just really cute. When I think of like the sorts of soap operas that they have on TV, and everyone's always like shouting at each other and have really dramatic storylines, I don't watch soaps at all. There's enough drama in life sometimes. You do want to sit down and watch a load of it. So to be able to just go onto YouTube, click on one of the videos, and just see like this really happy family just having a wonderful time. It's absolutely brilliant. I love this colour, it's so good. And I really only put a tiny amount on, and it's just warming. I'm going to be using a brown eye pencil. I don't want the harshness. I don't want the harshness of black that I'd normally go for. I'd probably save that now for the evening. I want to be a little bit more sophisticated, if that's possible for me, and actually go for a slightly toned down colour, but it's a lot more wearable for the daytime. So I've got this Maybelline Expression Kajal in 38 brown, again highly original, and try and get it as close to the lash line as possible. I find I can't be as accurate with a pencil as if I had a paintbrush from a liner, such as this one, which is one of my favourites. But it is a softer look that I'm going for anyway. So it just adds a little bit of definition. I'm going to put some underneath the lashes on the outer third. I just had a major panic because I noticed that the camera had stopped working. I didn't know at what point it had stopped, but thank goodness it was literally at the bit that I just happened to notice, if that makes any sense. So anyway, I've done mascara on the top lashes. For my everyday look, I'm not going to put any bottom lash mascara on, even though I really, really love, and I can't find it now, I really, really love this bottom lash mascara. It's so cute. Look, it's tiny. But for the daytime, I'm not going to put it on. Also, I want to just reduce any chance of getting like the panda eye smudge underneath my eyes. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to take the same Factory colour, yeah, and I'm just going to blend over the top of where I did the brown eye pencil. So by putting eyeshadow over the top of the pencil, it's going to help it to stay in place for longer. and it helps to soften it as well. Okay. I keep saying okay a lot today. It's really annoying. So that completes the eye look. What I'm going to be doing next is just sort of clearing up underneath and finishing the skin makeup. I'm going to be using the eye eraser again, just to highlight a bit more. So just taking the smallest amount possible, I'm just going to go down the sides of my nose to help slimline it. You don't have to do this step, but I choose to. My nose is knackered. A stiff brush works better for this rather than a fluffy brush. I'm going to go over the top of it with the beauty blender, just so it's not as harsh. But the essence of what I've done still remains on there, just to help reduce the appearance. This brush is absolutely gorgeous. It's the setting brush. I need to get hold of some of that banana powder, the Ben Nye yellow banana powder stuff, because it helps to set concealer in place. I'm not sure if it's that good, but everyone seems to use it, so it's worth a try. I don't think it's that expensive either. I'm just going to set in place the contouring that I've done on my nose as well. I'm not going to apply powder to the rest of my face because I want to be as natural as possible. So I like that I've got a slight sheen on the cheeks. I'm going to be adding more to that with the contouring kit from Sleek. So first of all I'm going to start with the contouring colour and work that just under cheekbones. I'm going to use the same setting brush. The brush just works the product in so nicely. I would definitely start light, much the same with eyeshadow, and build up to the colour that you want. If you want to do the complete contour look, you can work it under the jawline. And also take it above the temples and upwards. I'm going to be using a slightly bigger brush for that, so I'm going to do that in a moment. Next I'm going to be highlighting, so I use the highlight side. And always just put a little bit on the lip. And the Cupid's bow. It just helps to enhance the lip shape. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to a slightly larger brush. This is a blush brush from Real Techniques. So using the contour colour again. Again, I'm going to wait until I go to America, and then I'm going to buy a ton of the NARS blushes, which are always recommended and look so gorgeous, but I refuse to spend money on them in this country. So yes, I'm using Benefit Dandelion. So it gives a really nice healthy glow for the daytime. It's not too over the top. You can darken it in the evening. candle. My husband's building a computer, so he's been ordering parts today. They've been delivered one at a time, slowly throughout the day. But he'll be a happy bunny now. I'm having to build up a lot of colour on this. I'm not sure how happy I am with that. I'm going to actually use a bit of bronzer. So I want to be a little bit more healthy looking. So this is a Bodyshop bronzer that's so old that all of the details have worn off. Okay, so finally there's the lips to be done. I want to keep it neutral because it's a daytime look. I got this Rimmel Exaggerate lip liner in East End Snob. I don't know what the thinking was, but I really like it. And what I'm really liking at the moment is, first of all, on top of the balm, is using the Maybelline Baby Lips. There's not really any colour to it. It's a peach colour, but it just serves to moisturise the lips. And it smells gorgeous. And then next on top of that, I'm going to use a Rimmel lipstick. It's a caked one. So that is the finished daytime look. It's neutral, hopefully long lasting. It won't be on me. But the eye colours will definitely stay on. I tend to find sometimes that the blush fades, but maybe it's just the blushes that I'm using. So again, please, if you've got any really, really great recommendations, if you can leave them in the comments box. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Recommend me to your friends. I'm trying to build up my fan base at the moment. I don't think that will ever stop. But basically, I just really enjoy what I'm doing. And to the people that have already subscribed, thank you so much. I hope you get a chance to try out this look. Do let me know if you have a go. Show me what you've done and send it to me. Okay, so I hope to see you very soon.